Hi guys, Lara here, and I thought I'd do a bit of a YouTube video about how I started. I have received a lot of questions from a lot of people asking, what got me into bodybuilding? Have I always been fit? Have I always enjoyed training? And the truth is, no. It wasn't until about 3-4 years ago when I really reached my breaking point in life. Well, I was overweight all my life. I was bullied, I was teased, I literally copped everything from everyone, and it made me reach a point in my life when I knew things needed to change. So I was 20 kilos heavier, or over 20 kilos heavier than what I am now. I literally didn't know any better. For breakfast, I would wake up before school, I'd have muffins, I would have literally KFC popcorn chicken with bread and just all these bad things. I guess I never knew what was healthy and what wasn't healthy, and no one kind of steered me in the right direction either. When I was growing up and right through high school, I would go for walks, I'd still try and stay active, but my excuse for being active would be, okay, I went for a walk, where's a block of chocolate? No idea, and looking back, I feel so sorry for myself. I just didn't know any better. And that really upsets me now looking back. Like, I see so many people at the moment, they struggle with their weight, but it's just because they just don't know any better. I know so many girls who go to the gym, they're like, all right, let's go drinking this weekend, let's go do this, let's go do that. But in reality, what's the point of going to the gym? I now realize that nutrition is the #1 aspect in losing weight and keeping the weight off. And being here, sitting here now, I can now tell you that, everything needs to be done in moderation. You need to have that balance. Yes, you can have a piece of chocolate, but everything has to be in moderation. You can't have chocolate every day. I was teased quite a lot and I was bullied a lot, and I would cry, I would be so upset. It's really heartbreaking talking about it now, but looking back, I was very unhappy. I wasn't happy with my weight. I wasn't happy with anything at all. And I went on a 4-month vacation or backpacking holiday to the States, and I came back and I reached 75 or 78 kilos. And that was my breaking point. I knew that I needed to get my life on track, and I knew I needed to lose weight. If someone asked me to go to the beach, I'd make up any excuse under the sun not to go to the beach. I was not getting in a bikini. Everyone looks at me now and be like, I didn't realize you were 25 kilos heavier than what you are now. I never knew that. It was because I covered it. I didn't want people to see, like I said, I was bullied, I was teased. Even my family let me know about it. I was the biggest out of all my siblings, and my cousins would call me fatso, I'd be called fatty. It was really upsetting, and people need to know that, being bullied and being teased, it's not nice. I used to cry myself to bed most nights when I was growing up because it just really hurt. People don't realize these words hurt either. Even now, being here, and when I compete, people who call me skinny and people, who make comments on how I look, it still hurts. Being called skinny and being called fat is exactly the same thing. I've been through both and they both still hurt. A take-home message as well to people is just be careful what you say, because you don't know what effect it's going to have on a person either. And I truly know that at hand. I knew that I needed to change my lifestyle, change my eating habits, and change just everything. So I would go out most weekends, I would drink, I would eat crap. I would go to Macca's on the way back home, I'd get a McChicken, Big Mac, I would have a McFlurry. I used to be known as the Top Deck girl. I used to literally have a block of Top Deck every day, and that's not very good. My mentality was so bad back then. It was absolutely ridiculous. But looking back, I had no idea. Now I wouldn't even dream of doing that. Now I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna have a really healthy meal when I come back. And I'm gonna, train really hard, and I'm gonna eat really healthy during the week, and I'm gonna meal prep, I'm gonna stay on track. So the first step in losing weight, I engaged in a trainer. So I told my trainer, I really wanna lose some weight. I'm not feeling comfortable. I need to get my nutrition back on track. I'm not happy in myself. I want to be a confident person. I want to be a person who can go to the beach with their friends, go out and not have to look in the mirror and think twice. I wanted to be confident, I wanted to be happy, and I wanted to be happy within myself. Now, it was quite a process in losing weight. Weight doesn't just come off. You have to work for it. You have to have consistency, persistency. You have to want to have it. Everyone asks me, how do you stick to a meal plan now? It's because I want to. I don't want to go back to the girl that was ashamed of herself and who looked in the mirror and was so upset and who got bullied. Now that is my motivation for staying on track. I don't ever want to go back to that. I do not want to be that unhappy again. It's very upsetting looking back and seeing, that was my life then and how I was treated, blah, blah, blah. But now in this present moment, I do not want to go back then. So that is my motivation at the moment. Like I said, I was put on a meal plan and I did struggle. Being put on a meal plan when you're used to eating kind of whatever you want when you want, it is very, very hard. I would binge, for one, on the weekends when I was allowed cheat meals. I would go out and I would have, entree, main, dessert. I would binge eat. It was a process. I did make a lot of hiccups along the way. But in saying that, I did have a goal of jumping on the stage. So my ultimate goal when I wanted to lose weight was to jump on stage. It was a process, and people always ask me, what's a quick fix? How did you do it? How long did it take you? It took a long time, and it took discipline, hard work, and dedication. Those three things, without them, I would have never be here where I am today. Everyone thinks, if you eat a salad, you're gonna be skinny. It does not work like that. I had so many early mornings, late nights. I trained my ass off. I said no to things. I said no to dinners. I said no to going out. I practically changed my life for this. Well, I did change my life for this. I changed my complete lifestyle. I was going out drinking beforehand. I was eating like crap. And to now, I barely drink, I eat really well, and I enjoy exercising. I have literally found something I love. So at the moment, I'm competing in my 4th year this year. So as you can see, it is a complete lifestyle change, and I do it because I enjoy it. I changed my whole lifestyle for this, and I would never look back. I would never go back to that girl. I would never go back to the girl that was bullied, that was so upset in herself, that couldn't even look at herself in the mirror. I would never go back to crying, to feeling sorry for myself, to binge eating. I just couldn't do it anymore. So that is my motivation at the moment, and that is why I have changed my life around. Any of you who are wanting to do the same, want to do it, go for it. It literally changed my life, and I'm sure it can change yours. If you really want this, you can get there. And I always say, if you believe yourself, you'll be unstoppable. And I did believe in myself, and look where I am today. Well, I hope you guys have learned something new about me. I've received a lot of questions about how I started my journey, and there you go. If you guys want to know anything more about me, I'm happy to share. So make sure you let me know. Send me a DM or comment below. Stay updated, and I'll see you soon.